This is going to be a very weird video. It's going to be a lot different than anything I've ever done. Essentially, what we're going to be talking about is Black Series accessories. I'm going to tell you how I store them, and we're going to fix my current storage solution. So let's get this guy out of here, and let's start it off by showing this. These are all of my Black Series accessories, all stored in this little bin right here. These little bins are incredible. I truly live by them. You can get them from like pharmacies as like, what do you call them? Like first aid kits, and you can get a ton of stuff in here. And I like that it's really segmented. However, as you can see, this is really piling up, and I still have a bunch of more accessories that don't even fit. Like I have all of these Mando capes that I can't fit in here, but I don't like using these capes. I use custom capes on all my older Mandos. So what we're gonna be doing today is I'm gonna zoom out, and I'm gonna put this over here, and I'm gonna show you this. So I just got a brand new first aid kit, and what we're gonna be doing is taking a look at some accessories and putting them from here to here, just so that we can have some nice order in what it is that we're doing here. So to give you a little bit of context on this, what I've been sort of doing is putting weapons here. These are a bunch of longer weapons like lightsaber blades. Then these little guns go here. This is where I keep a bunch of soft goods stuff. Here is where I put extra heads and hands. A bit of clothing accessories here. This is random. This is like droid parts. Then here, I just have a bunch of blast effects and flame effects, but there's also some here because they don't all fit. We have like these sort of things and a bunch of other weapons. We have 2 of these backpacks from the Luke packs. It's crazy, but we're gonna sort this out. We're gonna sort this out. I think the first thing that I'd like to get done is to use this big space for some of the bigger accessories, like this blast effect from the chopper figure. Then I think we're gonna keep this smaller one to fit some smaller accessories. So most of the big things can go over here. So this is a little blast effect from the Star Killer, and the capes, where I put the capes. Here we go. All right, something like that I think works. Let's use one of these here for these bigger, bulkier sort of Luke and Mando accessories. Here we can put some first order accessories. Or actually, we have 2 of these belts from the Han Solos. This could be a good place for them, just to keep it all nice and white. This is cool. This is a custom jacket that I made for a Cassian Andor. Just taking one of the other jackets that he came with and painting it up to be blue. So that's cool. We'll pump that there maybe. The blast effects I really don't use that much. So I think if they can fit here or here. Yeah, okay. We'll put all of the little blast effects here. That's how it's looking right now. I think we'll do soft goods in these ones as well. I can put all of these custom capes here, and then some of the official ones in this slot. I think this little spot is a good place to put all of these other Endor helmets and a bunch of holsters and stuff. We can pop those in there. Then we have this really weird accessory from the Bad Batch that we never actually got to see. So I think we'll do the droid section, I think here. So we'll put in Chopper's leg and 3PO's thingies. Here I've got a bunch of other droid parts and all of these different gaffy stick things from the Tusken Raiders. I think all of these things we'll put in with all the droid stuff. Some of these accessories are incredibly small. Like, look at these things. This is the little communicator from the Stormtrooper Luke. I have no idea what this is. I think it's from Lando. And I think these are from Lola, I think. Another droid. Shit, you go. This Bix Kayleen stuff, random, we'll put it here. You got these bowcasters, which we can put over here. Then you can go there. And in this one, I'm putting a bunch of extra pieces from the Bandai model kits. I have 2 of them. I have the R2 and R4, and they came with a bunch of stuff. So I think I'll just put those in here. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm moving things around a little bit, and I put this thing on a stand so that you could see a little bit better. I'm gonna put these things here. I'm gonna use this one for all the Bandai model kit stuff. And then I'll do all the droid stuff in this one. I'll put these little Grogu accessories into the actual Grogu pouch so that I don't lose them. And I'll do the same with these other Grogu accessories. I'll use this one for like tools. So everything that could be considered a tool, I guess, goes there. And I have a ton of these Cantina glasses. I truly don't know where these all came from, but I might put these in my Cantina display. If not, they'll probably go somewhere here. So I think this just about does it for this new first aid kit that I got. So now we can go over everything inside the old one. And this is what we're left with. So just the heads and hands. And then here I've got lightsaber blades and longer weapons. And these are shorter weapons. So let's see what we can do here. First off, I'm gonna separate everything that's in here. So I'll have probably lightsabers and lightsaber blades in one, and then some longer blasters, and maybe separate the melee weapons too. We got an absolute ton of these swoosh blades from the Anakin pack, and there's a bunch more in that new wave with Quillen Voss. I still need to get that wave, but I'm really glad we're getting all these cool effects in the line. Look at this. Fuck me. All right, it'll live. It'll live. So I've managed to fish out all my lightsabers and lightsaber blades, and I think we're gonna put them in this space right here, just because they have enough space. And then all the different blades, we can put those right there. Next up, I want to take a look at these heads. We have gotten a whole bunch of these alternate heads. Here are all the heads. I think what we can do is we can put the heads here, just so that they're a little easier to fish out, and we can keep the hands in here. Next, what we have to do is take out all of these blasters and sort of separate them by era, I think. And there we go. That's everything sort of segmented. Here we have a whole bunch of clone trooper blasters. These are the longer rifles and these are the shorter ones. Here are a bunch of E11s for the stormtroopers. These are Mandalorian era weapons. These are a bunch of alien stuff. So Gamorrean Guard, Tusken Raider, Gungan, and Jawas. And we got a bunch of Ewok stuff here. Some droid weapons, some random sort of Han Solo blasters, Rebellion. These are 2 Boba Fett blasters here. And we have a single little First Order gun, which I think I'm gonna pop into this old one. So we're just gonna try and place them somewhere here. So here we go. We have our box. I think the first thing I need to see is if these can fit anywhere other than here. No, right? No. So I guess we're gonna have to put some of these clone trooper blasters here. I think since it's such a big space, I'll put all of the clone trooper blasters in the same one. I think I'm gonna have to mix in this Gamorrean staff with the rest of the Mandalorian stuff, since these are just very long and wouldn't fit in anywhere else. I'll put these 2 Boba Fett blasters in there as well. I can put these blasters up here, since it's a very small slot, as well as these droid blasters. The Ewok stuff can take this last compartment. I think I'll put the Gungan stuff there as well. I guess we really have space for a ton of stuff, so we'll put these Rebel blasters here. This, I think I'll put all of the Imperial blasters up here in this big slot. Jawa can go here, and I guess we're gonna have to put these Figure and Dan instruments there as well. And that's it. We actually have a whole slot left. So there you have it. This is how I've organized all of my Black Series accessories. This is where I keep heads, hands, and all of these weapons. And then in this larger one, I'll be keeping all of the extra random stuff, like different accessories, blast effects. So we can close those up. I can live easy knowing that I have completely organized this stuff after years and years of having it be a mess inside one of these. Thank you for watching. This is a different kind of video. I really don't know how long it's gonna be, but I'm glad you stuck around if you stuck around, and if you didn't stick around, then why didn't you? So tell me, how do you organize your accessories, or do you just have everything inside a massive bag and you lose accessories all the time? And yeah, let me know. I'd love to know. Bye.